In the vibrant world of Nigerian music, where rhythm tells story and beats bridge generations, a recent clash between two notable figures has captured public attention. This is the tale of Saheed Osupa, the revered Fuji maestro, and Portable, the controversial street of sensation. This one actually is a very, very unexpected and uncommon one. Like nobody saw it coming. So it was really a hit for the music industry. Saheed Osupa, born Akorede Babatunde Okunla in 1969, has been a stalwart in the Fuji music scene since the early 80s, with over 40 studio albums and a legacy crowned by the late Ayinde Barrister as the king of Fuji. Osupa's influence is undeniable. Saheed Osupa is an household name in Nigeria. Almost every citizen, it doesn't matter where you are, whether you are Igbo, Hausa, or Yoruba, you just have to know, you just have to be familiar with the name. Like, if you don't know Saheed Osupa in Nigeria, probably you are living under a cave. Even people who have no access to the internet know him. And on the other hand stands Habib Okikiola, popularly known as Portable, rising to fame with his hit, The Azul There. Portable is known for his raw energy and unfiltered expression, often stirring controversy with his outspoken nature. Portable is a very outspoken and a very, very controversial person, and oftentimes that are not notable, his mouth has actually gotten him into trouble. This is something that he is known for, even more than his music. Portable is known for his trouble much more than his music, and that's actually, I don't know how to call that, but it's like that's what exactly he's made for. But he does better at causing trouble than making music for himself, which is something I don't know if to say it's good or not. So the tension ignited when Portable publicly criticized Saheed Osupa, labeling him as big for nothing. You can imagine that kind of bold claim of having while praising fellow Fuji artist Pasuma. Like what is he trying to gain with that? Is he trying to like seek favor in the eyes of some, or how? I mean, this unexpected jab didn't fit well with many, cause it actually led to widespread discussions online. Cause like, what? Saheed Osupa will sit down on his own jejely, and Portable will just find somehow to look for his trouble. You can imagine that kind of something. And fans and industry stakeholders were quick to respond. Some defended Osupa's legacy, while others questioned Portable's motive, like, what exactly are you doing this for? What exactly are you trying to gain from what you are doing? The controversy intensified when Osupa's management took legal action against Portable, citing defamation and threats. Of course, like, how can you have the mind? What gives you the mind to just say that kind of thing to somebody that has been known everywhere in the country, has more influence than you, has more power than you, has more name than you, has everything that ought to be honed much more than you, and you just went and looked for trouble? Like, why? For what reason exactly? On April 14, 2025, Portable was arrested by the Kwara State Police Command over allegations of criminal defamation and incitement. He was remanded in custody after failing to meet bail conditions, which included a 1 million bond and endorsement from reputable individuals. Because this one actually is like, he was intentionally tested. They didn't even ask for the money. They were like, go and bring who you know. Let us see exactly what is making you to like make all these kind of bold claims. Like, what exactly is giving you the energy? What is giving you the effrontery? What's giving you the what or who exactly is giving you the audacity to talk like that to a person like Saheed Osupa in this country? Like, it was a test of bring somebody you know. And surprisingly, in a surprising turn, Saheed Osupa actually later decided to withdraw the legal case against Portable. His management stated that the decision was made on compassionate grounds, probably considering his father had stepped into the matter, and people were begging, people will say all sort of stuff, and people were like, please help us have mercy on him. Portable has people that will have mercy on him, like they will beg on his behalf. A lot of begging, a lot of pleading must have gone on in the background that is not known to people. So, emphasizing the desire to set a precedent for responsible behavior among artists. And apparently, Saheed Osupa was doing this to be like, I'm not a bad person. I just love to show it to him that he should concur, he should behave morally in the music industry. And a virtual reconciliation meeting was held where both artists agreed to resolve their matter privately and trying not to put the eyes of the public into the issue. That looks like what exactly is being done. Like we're trying to be like, we want to settle this privately between each other, between one another privately, and not let the public put their mouth into this. Oshupa referred to the situation as a father and son. Of course, it's father and son issue. Having Saheed Osupa to somebody like Portable, what was he expecting? It's a father and son issue and an issue of disrespect. And he highlighted the importance of unity in the music industry, which is something we actually need very, very much at this moment. Following his release, Portable publicly apologized to Saheed Osupa and showcased a more subdued persona. After having his ear cut, actually, he was seen praying and expressing gratitude, acknowledging the support he received during the ordeal. Well, he actually brought this upon himself, so it would have been safe to like let him deal with it. But then Portable has people that will be like, okay, we won't let him just deal with it, we won't let him just go like that. His people stood by him, his family stood by him, his management stood by him, and he also has a lot of people that he has been nice to, that he has been a good person to. So like people actually stood up for Portable during the time of his ordeal. And the public response to the reconciliation was mixed. I mean, honestly, people had mixed response to the reconciliation. While many praised Oshupa's magnanimity, others urged Portable to learn from the experience and he should exercise caution in his public statements moving forward. Honestly speaking, if there is one thing Portable really needs to learn, if there is one thing Portable really needs to like inculcate, if there is an habit that Portable really needs to like relearn and learn afresh, it is the ability to mind his business and know what he says online, know what he says about people who are above him, even people who are beyond him, even people who are below him. So the saga between Saheed Osupa and Portable serves as a poignant reminder of the power of words and how far words can take us, and the importance of respect within the music community. As both artists move forward, fans hope this episode fosters greater understanding and unity in Nigeria's music landscape. Of course, because this one is actually intergenre music. Portable is an hip hop artist, while Saheed Osupa is a Fuji artist. So how come? But then we thank God that at the end, unity reigns. Thank you.